When I first took the business on 14 years ago, we were predominantly in the residential and commercial space. And as time went along, we built up a range of accreditations and strategically shifted into government infrastructure and Tier 1 projects. We worked on the Caboolture Hospital Redevelopment project. Our client on that project was Lendlease. They were working for the Queensland government. The facility itself was fully operational the whole time we were working on the project, whilst also delivering brand new infrastructure for the state of Queensland. When NEACH started its journey into accreditations and building up our capabilities to get into higher tier work, getting accredited to a specification called MRTS 78 was that first step. From there we launched into a range of road infrastructure projects. One of those was the Caloundra Interchange upgrade project. We were working with Fulton, Hogan, Holland on a joint venture there. All of the bridges that you see there have metalwork that was created in the factory here at NEACH and installed on site by us as well. More recently, we've heavily become involved in rail infrastructure, and the Cross River Rail project in Brisbane has been a huge boost for this company. And we've been able to secure a range of different contracts across different sites. One of the most challenging was Exhibition Station at the RNA Showgrounds in Bowen Hills. The rail line was live the whole time throughout that project, so as we were working to specifications from a quality point of view, we also had to meet tight deadlines. The client was amazing on that project. They were really well organised. They had a lot of foresight in terms of constructability, something like 11,000 specific items that were assembled or pre-assembled on the ground beside the rail corridor before we lifted it all in. And that also reduced a significant amount of working at height and improved a lot of safety outcomes for the project as well. You know, extending on from Exhibition Station, we were successful in picking up another contract down at Hope Island. We're building and are nearly finished now, the train station there. That whole area at Hope Island has a flood issue, and they lifted the rail and road in that particular area to get above a certain flood level. And I remember one of the key aspects of that project were the lift shafts that we had to fabricate in our factory here for that. They were big three-dimensional frames, 7 or 8 metres in length. We partnered all of our apprentices up with some of our senior trades, and they got really crucial exposure and developed their key skills on that full penetration welding throughout that scope. NEACH also work in the energy and utilities sectors. We've picked up a project more recently up in Rockhampton and Gladstone. It's the Fitzroy to Gladstone pipeline project. What that is about, it's about supplying water from the Fitzroy River near Rockhampton down into Gladstone. Gladstone has a water supply issue, so that infrastructure is crucial for large industry in Gladstone and being able to sustain the demands of water in that area. Initially, NEACH picked up a contract for all of the pump house infrastructure, which was based in Rockhampton. We successfully completed that contract to a very high standard, and the client was very happy. And off the back of that, we picked up a second contract, which was for the reservoir roofs. There's 4 reservoirs at 2 different locations, and those reservoirs are about 76 metres in diameter and sit about 12 metres in height. And they store a very significant amount of water, basically, that's pumped from Rockhampton down to Gladstone. We're happy to say that they were executed very effectively as well.